Hi, this is Dave Bliven with another episode of Lessons from the Divorce Wars. I'm a Bronx and Westchester divorce attorney. So this lesson comes about through a contested divorce case that I did for this client several years ago. So there's a document that's pretty standard in divorce cases, especially contested divorce cases. It's called a net worth statement. So in New York, that's a statement. You can get it right off the court's website. Basically just lays out sworn income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. It's really intended so that the attorneys and the parties can have arm's length negotiation, so to speak. So in other words, each party and the attorneys know what everyone has. One of the purposes is to lock somebody in so that they don't mislead the other party. As but one example, you don't want to leave off certain bank accounts or certain retirement accounts or something like that. The intent is you're going over this with your attorney, you're signing off on it, notarizing it. It's under penalties of perjury, which is a felony if you lie. So that's really one of the main things that you do right at the beginning of the divorce case. So I went over with this client all that I had to do and asked for his bank account statements, his investment account statements, etc. And we completed the net worth statement because it has separate sections saying you have to list all your bank statements, all your property, investment accounts, things of that nature, right? So we go through, we complete it, we exchange it with the other side. And as but one circumstance, we had a conference in the case in a few days after we exchanged the net worth statement. So I show up in court, and the wife's attorney says to me, well, gee, counsel, why did your client leave off all that property in the Dominican Republic? And I said, what property in the Dominican Republic? I didn't know about any of that. So I go over to my client and I say, wife's attorney is talking about some property that you have in the Dominican Republic. Do you own any property there? He's like, sure, I own like 5 houses there. And I said, yeah, but here's the problem. We went over that when we reviewed your net worth statement. We specifically did the property section, and it disclosed all the property that you had. And no lie, he responded, oh, I thought you meant property just in the United States. To which I said, yeah, no, the problem is that the net worth statement actually just says list all your property. That's it. So all is kind of an encompassing word. It doesn't have footnotes or parentheticals to it. So that guy didn't fare too well in the divorce after the divorce judge found that he lied on his net worth statement. So the lesson to take away from that is, if you think you're going to lie, in effect, to your soon-to-be ex and leave things off your sworn net worth statement, it's probably going to come back to bite you. So it is really better to just be truthful and then make the argument in the case itself as to why your spouse should not get a share of that property or why their share should be reduced on an equity basis, as opposed to just leaving things off and hoping the other side doesn't catch it. So that's been another episode in Lessons from the Divorce Wars. If you'd like more information, definitely check out my blog. You can find that at blivenlaw.net. Thanks a lot.